Well, one of the featured recipes in the new issue of Edible Nashville magazine would be perfect for the 4th or any outdoor party. Jill Melton is here with a great salad that's going to feed a hungry crowd. This looks really good and different. It's a wheat berry salad.
It's a wheat berry salad, and the wheat berries are so versatile. They kind of accept any flavor, and they're a little bit chewy, maybe like a chewy oatmeal.
I've got to show you what wheat berries look like. I got to tell you, I've never eaten a wheat berry before. I don't know that I've ever seen them, but take a look. Looks like that.
So the wheat berry is the whole wheat, right?
Okay.
It contains what they call the endosperm and the germ inside.
Okay.
And the germ inside has got good monounsaturated oil in it, which is good for your heart, and they are a fiber powerhouse.
Where do you find these?
You find these at most grocery stores. I got these at Kroger.
Okay.
Under their new line that came like 2 cups in a bag, and it's like next to the quinoa and the couscous and the rice and those kinds of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we start?
And they're shelf stable. They'll last forever
Good.
in your pantry if you get them lost back there.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got the wheat berries in here. You cook them for like 30 minutes and just drain them. You know, like pasta, but cook them in water, right? Okay. They're a little chewy. Okay. And then we have about a cup of red grapes that we halved. And the red grapes are high in antioxidants too, something called resveratrol.
Yeah.
But anyway, then the good thing about this, the recipe in the magazine calls for any kind of greens. So you can get, you know how you get the spring mix in a bag and you get spinach or arugula, put all that in there, it's great. But what I did this time is I am in a CSA, Community Supported Agriculture.
Right.
So from Sugar Camp Farm every week I get a box of everything they've harvested. And last week I got Savoy Cabbage.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful. So I decided to put the Savoy Cabbage in. So we're going to put that in.
So you chop that, kind of a rough chop
that
to start.
up. Yep, exactly. And
so whatever kind of greens you like will work well with the wheat berries.
Right. And this is, this is raw and it's kind of a crunchy cabbage, but that's kind of good with the wheat berries too. But again, spinach won't be as crunchy, arugula, any of those things.
Okay.
So then it calls for green onions, and we do about 1/3 cup of green onions. I had a baby leek in my box this week, so I just chopped up the baby leek.
Okay.
Also, I have chives in my garden, and those are perfect in here too.
Red onions would be nice in this too, I would think.
Actually, there are red onions in that one.
Okay.
Great minds, Meryl. Okay, so then what we have are artichokes, and artichokes don't really grow so local here.
Right.
So what I did though this time is instead of buying the marinated ones in the jar, I went to like the Olive Bar that they have at Kroger.
Yeah.
And they have marinated artichoke hearts, which are really great. And I got those. You can get as many as you want. And they're kind of in this nice little marinade. So I left a little bit in there, which I think is going to add some nice flavor.
So that's the kind that's packed in oil rather than the water-packed kind in the can, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you could use the water-packed kind too. I mean, it's fine. These just have a little more flavor. And then we have some goat cheese, and this is local Noble Springs goat cheese that you can get at any of the farmers markets. Actually, Kroger carries it as well.
Okay.
We're just going to put that in there, and I like to get my hands in there and kind of crumple it up. Now, the longer this sits, the more flavorful it's going to get as well. So now we've got a dressing, and instead of mayonnaise, this is just olive oil, red wine vinegar, and a little bit of honey. Store it in a jar, shake it up, give it to your kids to shake up, pour it on there.
That sounds great.
And again, this will last for 4 days in the fridge. So you can make it ahead of time for a picnic. It'll just taste better.
It looks wonderful.
We have a story on beekeepers, all these backyard beekeepers. And so this is local honey actually here. And then we just top it off with some almonds. You can do any nut of choice.
Okay, it looks delicious. You can find this recipe on the Talk of the Town page at newschannel5.com and in the current issue of Edible Nashville, which is on newsstands now. Jill, thanks so much.
Thank you.